Hi, this is Pat with Right Channel Radios, and today we're going to be looking at the new handheld from the President Randy 2. Now this radio, its predecessor, the Randy, just Randy 1, has been by far and beyond the most popular handheld CB radio that we've sold. Reason being, it has a nice rechargeable battery, it's small size, it comes with the proper connection so you can hook it to an external antenna so you can use the radio while you're in your car, as well as DC power, a full DC power option. So you can use it in your vehicle, you can use it out as a vehicle, as a handheld, and it just has a bunch of common sense features. Let's go ahead and unbox this, see what we have here. All right, so President Randy 2 FCC. Let's see what we got here. Let's pop it open. As always, of course, we have the sticker and the manual. President Randy 2 manual. All right. On the top here, looks like we have a wall charger. So AC wall charger. This looks like the DC charger. Okay, we have a little attachment here. Okay. I believe this clips on the bottom of the radio, and then the DC charger attaches in there. Okay, here is the connection, the adapter that will go on the top of the radio to allow you to hook it up to, this is a SO239 connection that will receive a PL259 cable, so if you want to use an external antenna with it. Here is a small rubber duck antenna. Looks like this is about, let's call it 8 inches. And then, of course, the radio itself. So here's the President Randy 2 radio. Let's go ahead and put that there. And then what do we have here? A couple more things. Okay, looks like there's a little strap you can put on the radio here somewhere, just like a wrist strap, so the radio doesn't fall. And then looks like a little belt clip that will probably slide, just right over the back of the radio. So if you wanted to, attach this to a belt or something like that. Let's go ahead and organize all these parts here. Okay, so radio, antenna, belt clip. Again, this looks like it goes right on the bottom of the radio here. So if you want to attach that onto the bottom of the radio and then attach DC power for either charging the battery in the vehicle or just using the radio in the vehicle and not relying on the battery power. That works pretty well. AC power adapter, manual sticker, and then again, this is the TNC to SO239 connection. You can see it has a TNC connector, not a BNC connector on the top, so the antenna just threads on like that. But if you did want to use an external antenna, you would just thread this adapter on that's included with the radio, and then you would thread on the PL259 connection coming from your antenna onto the radio. One thing about handheld CB radios, a question that I get a lot is, can I just use this handheld radio in my vehicle so I don't have to, install an external antenna? The answer is not really. Handheld radios, handheld CB radios are designed to be used outside of the vehicle because CB radio communicates at 27 megahertz. It's a decently low frequency, and at the 27 megahertz frequency, you can get a lot of signal reflection. That's why you can shoot skip with the signal, bouncing off the ionosphere. Well, the same thing applies where if you try to transmit with this radio inside of your vehicle with the antenna, this is using the duck antenna, rubber duck antenna, you're just going to get a bunch of signal reflection on the inside of the vehicle. You're not going to be reaching out very far. The CB signal doesn't penetrate well. So, all that to say, if you're going to use this and you want to use it inside of your vehicle, best way to go is to get an external, magnet antenna, maybe something small like the President Virgina antenna. Anyway, you could get that, you could toss that on the top of your vehicle, have a nice magnet antenna setup, something that you can quickly install and remove. But then when you're out and about, whether you're spotting for a friend who is, let's say they're driving a technical section of trail, you're spotting for your friend, you have them on comms with the handheld, or if you just like to keep communication within multiple parties, you guys can have multiple handhelds and communicate that way. Let's go ahead and flip on the radio, go through the menu, and see what kind of functions we have. Okay, let's take a quick look at the features of the President Randy 2 radio. First thing on the top, you'll see that we have the volume and the on and off button right here. Okay, let's take a look at the screen. You can see channel on the large LED display, channel 19. On the right-hand side, you have your squelch, you have your 6-digit frequency counter. I'm gonna hit the channel buttons in the middle here just to kind of keep the display on for the time being. We have our noise filters here, but first off, in the top left-hand corner, you can see AM and FM mode. I'm gonna go ahead and click this, and you can see at the top, in the top left, how it changes between, now it's in AM, now we're in FM. Let's go back to AM. Next, we have our noise filters. We have A&L, noise blanker, and then if you hold it down, you have high cut. You can see it just turned off. Hold it down, and you can actually have all 3 noise filters on at the same time. Bottom left is channel monitor. Bottom middle is voice activation, so you can click this, and you can just get to the point where you're just activating the radio with your voice only. Here is the emergency channel, so you can click emergency between channel 9 and 19. Hold this down to get into your dual watch function if you have 2 different channels you want to watch. Next here we have channel scanning. You can click this, and you can see that the radio will scan through available channels. Then we have CB and weather channels here. We're currently on CB mode. Now we're on weather. Let me turn this up and see if we can get a little volume out of here.
35 degrees. In Havre, it was mostly cloudy with a temperature of 36.
Mostly cloudy in Havre, Montana. There you go. Okay, let's go back to CB function. Again, middle is your channel buttons. Also here, if you hold down the AM, FM button, there's a light on the top of the radio. You can see that. Turns on. If you hold that down, come on, there it goes off again. Okay, on the side, you have your push to talk button here, up top. So push to talk button right there, and you can see there's an indicator light when you are transmitting. Underneath that is the high and low power button. In the bottom right hand corner, there's an H that stands for high power. If I hold this down, you can see now it's on low power. And now it's back on high power. That's just under the push to talk button here on the side. Next is squelch control on the bottom here. And you can see at the bottom it tells you what level of squelch you're on. And I believe it goes up to 32, nope, a little further, 34, sorry. And you can turn squelch off. Also, you have automatic squelch. If you push both these buttons at the same time, you can see in the top left, automatic squelch comes on. On the other side of the radio, you have your inputs for your microphone and your headphones. So you can hook a lapel mic up to this. You could hook the President lapel mic or another brand up to this radio. On the back side, just your CB button for hanging the mic. Also, I believe when you move this, that's how you get to the lithium-ion battery that is back here. And that about does it. You have your speaker here, your microphone here for the President Randy 2. And I think that about does it for all the functions. All right. Thanks for hanging with me and going through all the features of the President Randy 2. If you're looking for a compact, kind of do-it-all radio that's going to be good for inside the vehicle, outside the vehicle, specifically spotting, if your buddy's on rough terrain, or if you're just doing an adventure, out in the wild, the Randy 2 is going to be a great choice. This is kind of a jack of all trades radio, and if you're even into emergency preparedness, this is going to be a great option for you. If you've appreciated the information you've learned here today, we'd really appreciate it if you give us an opportunity at your business at rightchannelradios.com.